everybody, it's Jenny again. I wanted to do a video that gave a little bit more history as to what we've done so far to get us to what we're doing now. So like I said in the last video, we started trying to conceive 2 years ago. I was not on birth control. We were just using protection. So we quit using the protection. After about 6 months of nothing happening, I bought my first OPKs. And I started using the OPKs. After 4 to 5 months of using the OPKs by themselves, I added in temping. And during those 4 to 5 months, I had gotten a couple of the months I had gotten what I thought was a positive, but according to, the picture on the box, it was not a positive. But I still think I had gotten maybe 2 positives during that time. So after we did the OPKs for a few months and then I added in the temping, I also called my OB to let him know that we had been trying for almost a year now with nothing happening. So we made an appointment July of last year to get in and just get a checkup, just to make sure everything looked okay. He didn't see anything wrong. So I went in, and when I went in, I was actually 3 weeks late. And I have never been that late before. Like, my cycles, were never the same. I never had completely normal cycles. They always ranged between 26 to 35 days, but I'd never been 3 weeks late before. So when I explained that to him, he told me that I was probably just stressing myself out because, when you're TTCing, you can stress out about it a little too much, especially when it's not happening, that my body was probably reacting to the stress, and that's why I was late. So he checked me out. He said everything looked fine, and he ordered the sperm analysis on my husband, and that came back perfectly fine. So he told me that if AF did not arrive within the next couple months, that he wanted me to call him back and he would prescribe me the medicine that is supposed to jumpstart your period. So I called him around the beginning of September and told him that it still had not shown. So he called in the prescription, and of course the very next day she arrived. So I still went in and picked up the prescription just in case I would need to use it later on, if that happened again. But so she showed up. It ended up being like a 78-day cycle, and that to me was just crazy. But I keep telling myself that I had to just be stressed between TTCing, and we did have a lot of stuff going on that summer that really hit me emotionally. So I'm thinking that it was just stress that freaked my body out to that point. But after that, my cycles were all over the place. I would have cycles that were in the teens, like 18, 19 days long. And then the very next month I would have like a 30-something day. So they were all over. I was still using the OPKs, trying to figure out what was going on, but it was not happening. In November and December, I did finally get positive OPKs. Like, they were very positive. I had bought new OPKs, the ones online, that I liked them a lot better. So November and December, I did get the positive OPKs. In December, my husband and I talked about everything that was going on, and we decided that if January was a bust, then we were going to take February, March, and April off. Like, we weren't going to start protecting or anything like that. We were just going to not focus so much on BDing when we have to BD. Like, we were just going to enjoy ourselves and not think about it too much. I wanted to also take that time to kind of focus on myself. I wanted to lose weight, so when it does happen, I would have a healthier pregnancy. And I wanted to really focus on trying to figure out my cycles. I wanted to look into taking a supplement that would help regulate my cycles and get them to do what they're supposed to do. So when January was a bust, I went ahead and I started researching about a bunch of supplements. And the one that I decided to go with is called Fertabella. It is an all-natural supplement that is supposed to help with the overall conception process. It's supposed to help regulate all of our fun hormones that we have going through us that, have to be at certain levels to do what we need them to do. And it's supposed to help with your CM. It's supposed to help with your cycle lengths and your luteal phase length. So, and I started taking that February 2nd. I truly do believe that it has helped a lot. I've never had normal cycles, especially normal cycles in a row. February and March were both 26-day cycles. February, March, and now April, I ovulated on cycle day 14. And my luteal phase for February and March was 12 days. My CM was very noticeable. Like before, I'd kind of be like, okay, is this considered watery or is this considered EWCM? What am I supposed to mark this as? But now in, all 3 months, it's obvious. I now know exactly what EWCM is and when it's there. So the quality of that has definitely improved. So I really do think that Fertabella helped me a lot. I like it. I'm going to keep taking it until, I get my BFP. I'm going to keep trying to lose weight because, of course, that's a good thing and never hurts. So I'm going to keep doing both of those until we get our BFP. And the supplement, I had done a lot of research on it and tried to figure out which one I wanted to take because there are a lot out there. I had kind of narrowed it down to the Fertilade and the Fertabella. The thing that actually made me go with the Fertabella was that a fellow YouTuber had started taking it herself, and she did a video that completely broke down everything in Fertabella. She read off each and every ingredient. She did the research to try and say exactly what that ingredient was and what it was supposed to do for your body. So after watching that, that's what made me want to start taking the Fertabella. So if you want to check her out to learn a little bit more about the Fertabella, her YouTube name is The Baby Bound. One word, The Baby Bound. And then just do a channel search on her screen for Fertabella. But so that's basically where we are now. AF should be showing up for me this weekend. That is when the 26 days will be. I know that there's not going to be any BFP this month because my husband has actually been out of town working for 2 weeks. And so he was gone during the time that he would have had to be here to help me get the BFP. But that's okay. We are 100% starting this next cycle. So it's basically, the May cycle. We are starting 100%. We are back on board, and I am so much more optimistic about it this time around. Emotionally and mentally, I am so much more prepared. I feel like I am in a much better place than where I was before. I was getting to the point that I was stressing over it so much and thinking about it way too much. And after taking this 3-month break, I've really been able to calm down and just enjoy what we're doing, and I've actually kind of enjoyed figuring out my body and knowing now that my cycles are normal and they are where they're supposed to be. My luteal phase is at a good length now. I'm just so much more optimistic. I'm so excited to start, this coming cycle. I really do feel that it's going to happen this time around. So fingers crossed that it will, but if it doesn't happen this very first cycle, that's okay. I'm going to still take the Fertabella. I'm still going to try and lose weight, and it's going to happen. But I want to give a shout out to thank all the subscribers that I have so far. It's been amazing, the response that I've gotten just so far, and it's so exciting because it's so nice. It's so nice having these people to help encourage and support and give tips and advice. So I'm really looking forward to more new subscribers and, following other people in their journey to, hopefully all of us getting our BFPs soon. But I will let you guys go. I am going to send baby dust to everybody. I think about all you guys all the time and where you're at and if you've gotten your BFP. But so I will make another video here in a couple days. I will kind of want to do a stash video of what we've got so far. So we will do that. I'll do that here soon. All right. I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.